Okay, y'all, so y'all see I'm starting out with freshly washed, blow dry hair, and we gonna get this thing popping. So before I even get I'm going to get my hair parted. Y'all know I can't part. I'm using 5 of this Cuban twist hair. I got it from my hair, so I think it was like $4.99. Then I'm also, of course, I want my ends curly, so I'm using this. This is all Model. They didn't have free treads. Usually that's what everybody use. But I'm using Model Beach Curl. This is 12 inches in 1B. And as well as this. This was $5.99. Because I got this from my local beauty supply store. And you know, y'all seen any of my vlogs, so I've had this blonde. I'm in love with this blonde. I don't know why I like this, but it's $6.13. And I have the same type of thing. I just have 1 pack of this. It's the same hair, different color. And I have 1 pack of this. This is 20 inches, so I probably I think it's 20 inches. So I probably cut this in half and use more of these. And this is 16 inches. I don't know why the blonde is longer, but I have 1 pack of this, 1 pack of blonde, and I have 1 pack of the blonde curly ends for my ends. And I have 3 packs of these, I think. No, I have 2 packs of these. 2 packs of these and 5 packs of this hair. And of course I'm using a crochet needle. I'm crocheting it in. I'm not doing the twist up method. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned. Like I said, I'll be back once my hair has been parted because I cannot part. Y'all look at this. But here we are. I'm going to show you guys how I achieved my look. This bohemian style faux, however you want to call it, locks. They're pretty long. I haven't clipped the ends or like done anything. I just did the curly ends. This is what they look like. They look really good. They're heavy, but if y'all remember my vlog stuff from like the summer, they were like super chunky, super big, and I just didn't want that this time. So I basically did a whole, y'all saw this on my lip. I did like a whole new way of doing it because I didn't want them that chunky. I didn't want that big. So this blonde is the most annoying thing ever. The last time I did it, I told myself I wasn't doing blonde, but I was in a hair store like, what kind of one? I choose all black. Like I look stupid. Like this is the only one that looks this bad. Like this one doesn't look this bad, but this one I might end up taking it down. Like it's glued down, whatever. But like I said, something I added to instead of doing the lighter method, I'm using some hair glue, some nail glue just for the ends. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna zoom this in. You guys gonna see how I did my last 4 because of the simple facts everybody does it differently, and I felt like mine doesn't have to be that long because I did most of it. And you do the same, you do one, you can do all. So yeah, just stay tuned and keep watching. Like y'all, these things are really cute. Y'all, I'm loving this, by the way. So y'all see me just playing this because I actually love it. Okay, but yeah, let me get into it. All right, so as you see, I have rubber bands on the parts. Like I said, my cousin parted my hair, and all I did was basically take the rubber band out, and I used this sheet balm. I wouldn't recommend it, but whatever. I would just recommend getting the old-fashioned jam, like, you know, your usual hairstylist use, but whatever. I forgot it at the store. So basically, I took the sheet balm, and I'm basically using it on my scalp to basically make my parts look super duper dope, super duper fresh, because I'm not really braiding it from the end, you know, from the scalp. So I'm just single braiding it all the way down. I say all the way down, honey, I mean all the way down from the fruit to the tutor. So once you get that braiding, it's really simple. Like I said, I don't know how to braid to the scalp, so this wasn't gonna work without it, I guess. Like I said, you braiding it all the way down. So what I end up doing is I'm actually taking the crochet hook, and I'm just hooking it in the middle of my braid because the beach curl that I have for my ends, they're only 12 inches. So if I put it at the root, it wasn't going to be a long braid, long lock. So I'm just literally taking it and I put it anywhere in the braid. It really doesn't matter. And this is how I kind of created like the bohemian look with the pieces coming out. And you basically just pull it and measure it from the previous braid you already have, or if it's your starting braid, you just put it to where you want to do it. So I'm taking my Cuban twist, and I'm basically taking one end, I'm kind of like teasing it and just pulling some apart halfway, and I'm taking the opposite end that I didn't tease, and I'm actually going to crochet that end to my actual braid, the single braid I just braided. So once I do that, I take that and I literally hold the braid, in that side piece, and I'm just holding my finger on the actual braid, because I gotta move it out the way because the pieces that I wasn't doing was anyway. So I'm literally just wrapping it, and I'm making it tight from the root. So it's basically, that's how you create the lock. And you literally just hold with that one finger, and you're just twisting, hold, and you're just making sure it's super tight. You can't overlap it. That's the reason why I kind of teased some of it. So the space and the overlapping basically created that look. And you're just going down, just really no wrong way. So here's how, like I said, how I created that bohemian look. So when I crocheted it into my braid, I left a piece, it's a piece out and a piece, long piece. So I just take it and I just put it in my mouth so it can be moved out the way. You don't have to. I've done it to where I just did it without it. And you're just wrapping around that piece. So you're creating that look of the bohemian look with the curly piece hanging out your lock, like so. So what you can, I didn't really like putting it in my mouth because I think kind of when I pulled it out wrong. So I just wrapped it all the way down so I couldn't wrap no more. Again, I used my thumb and my index finger the most. I just literally wrapped, held around the whole braid, the whole lock, which that's all you're doing all the way down. That's why I didn't really want to do my whole head on camera, because it's the same process, y'all. So you're just wrapping it, and as you see, it's getting longer and longer, and you're not going to wrap up into towards the end. As you see, I'm making them pretty long. The actual lock can be long, and the actual curly ends don't have to be as curly. It's really up to your likings. And once you see how small my lock is, it's actually going to loosen up and get a little thicker. So once you get to that point, I'm taking my nail glue, and I'm just putting it at a piece at the end, and I'm holding it, and I'm just wrapping that end around where I just put that nail glue. So you're not necessarily going up and down the lock, just around the lock. And I also put the nail glue on the end piece where I stopped twisting. And that's it, y'all. And you see how good it looks like. And I know for me, some of these I actually did it too tight. So just be careful how you're starting to wrap it, and you really got some nice looks. Like I said, this is She Bomb. You find it at your local hair store, beauty supply store. Not every hair store has it, but I know some where I'm at does. So I'm basically, like I said, I'm plaiting into 3. And before, like I said before, I rather use jam or a jam, because it holds better to your roots. Like when you go get your hair braided by the licensed braid, they use a jam. And I didn't think about that till after I was done, and weeks later, to where it started looking kind of rough, but it still doesn't look bad. So like I said, I'm just braiding all the way down like a plait, all the way down. If you want, you can secure the end with your holding gel, your jam, whatever, and you're just basically doing the same process over and over. You opening that latch, you just sticking it to the braid, and you don't close that latch until the hair is completely inside of the braid, like so. So you're just pulling it through. So now you have this beach crochet hair just floating in your hair. And so now you're gonna, like I said, you're going to ruffle. Yeah, I was gonna see if I wanted to add some more at the top, like different lengths, but I decided not to. But you see how I'm fluffing the Cuban twist hair? It's really not a big, I just did that because I felt it's easier to twist it. Once I started twisting, it was an easier process to twist. So also, when it comes to starting to twist, you don't want to make sure that end piece that you just looped is in the middle of your braid. That's going to cause your lock to be super short, and you don't want a short lock. That way you would have more curly ends and locks. So just make sure it's probably like an inch or your pinky finger away from your actual scalp. That's the easiest way to explain it. So just keep wrapping, and like I said, you're gonna hold that finger, your index finger, and your thumb's gonna be your guide, as well as your opposite, less dominant hair. And once you get control of that thumb and that index finger of holding it, the dominant index finger holds your lock in place, so you know where to either go up some or down, and just keep locking, keep twisting, and that's basically all you do. And as you see, I'm kind of like roughing the Cuban twist as I'm twisting, because to me it seems like it's easier to wrap. and less tension on your hair because you're not really pulling it all the way. You just loosen it up. So therefore, your lock can be fuller, and it's really super easy. And the more you twist, the faster you get down. And I promise it doesn't take long. I think I started one day, and I think started like 3, and I think I finished around like 9 or 10 the first day. And next day I was done within like not even 2 hours, because I know that I just wanted to get it out the way. And I probably had like 10 braids the next day, which was these exact braids. Like I kind of split it up. But yeah, and just twisting all the way down until you feel like you have enough actual lock is when you begin to twist up. And once you twist up, is really, you either can, I don't like burning it, because the burn, it'll make your locks stick together at the end. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but basically, like, when you're burning the ends, it kind of causes that tension. I don't know if y'all ever burn your ends. Like, it just causes that tension to where it's like burn spots sticking out of your braid, and it kind of gets stuck to your braids and that crochet hair. It's not good. So I just take a dab of my nail glue. I'm putting it at the end of my lock, and it's really stink and it's really sticky. So be careful when you're twisting it. And so here we're doing the same process. You're taking literally like a dab of your finger, and you putting it around the base of your braid. I mean, not the braid, the base of your part. I'm just gonna go ahead and braid. I know for some pieces in the front, I did actually add, like, I've kind of incorporated the Cuban twist, because you know your edges aren't as thick as the rest of your hair. So you can also do that if you feel like your hair is not thick enough or long enough, and you can still do the same process. That way, when you actually do the crochet, it'll be a thicker loop to actually put through the braid and add the crochet hair. I know it makes sense when you're actually doing it, but yeah, that way is what I did for a few of them. I literally added some braiding, like the Cuban twist hair, because sometimes it won't slip necessarily, but it's not as thick. And also, when you put in this crochet with your beach curl, like the crochet ends, you can put it at different lengths of the braid, and that creates like the different spots of your of the look of like the bohemian look. So it's not all your curly pieces are at the same length. Like, it's not at all. It's gonna create a different look, to where each braid has like each lock has a different bohemian placement of the bohemian hair to give it the bohemian full look. I think that makes sense. But you see, I have like a finger inch apart, and I think this piece I added multiple curly ends. Like, you can just use leftover pieces. I know for me, I use 2 packs. Not even 2 packs of the curly hair, which is that beach curl. I did not use 2 full packs. I use 1 in probably like a quarter of a pack. So you can go through and like cut some pieces in half to give you that bohemian look, either at the root of your hair, or just add throughout the braid, so you have like multiple lengths. As you see here, this is a longer piece that I made. And also, like I said, once you incorporate that first curly piece, you literally just making it to your own length. You're putting it to the length you want of your locks, because those curly pieces do create your curly ends to your locks. And it's really a simple process, y'all. I promise y'all, it's really not hard. Like, the hardest part is parting, like for me. But once I get the hang of it, we in the money. And as y'all see, you see like I have that long piece. That basically just creates that look, of the bohemian look, because you have some long pieces, some short pieces, and honey, you're gonna look good in the end, honey. Y'all, but I just want to let y'all know that the wrapping process is not a slow process. No matter how fast you wrap, you still gonna be wrapping for days, depending on how long you have your locks. But in the end, it's gonna look very beautiful, ladies. I promise. And yeah, and also, if you want to not have your bohemian piece, you just, once you're wrapping, you hold that bohemian piece as you're holding your actual hair, and you're just wrapping over. It doesn't cause a lump, a big juicy whatever. It's not gonna look like, oh my god, you have pieces that aren't in your lock. It's not gonna look like something bad. It's gonna actually look good if you twist it. Once you twist it right. Once you twist over it, it's not gonna be a big difference. So literally you just go to the end, and like I said, it may look like these locks are really small, but as they get loosened up, you know, like from being so tight, they actually look very not lumpy, but they look like a great size. They're not as big, not as small as you think. Like you see like the piece in the front. That's from me doing the same process. As y'all see, this piece has multiple bohemian blocks on them. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm gonna show y'all how terrible like the blonde 613 is. So I'm gonna do this last one. With the 613, my last one. It's my last one. Like I'm not, when I redo these, I don't plan on even reusing this hair. This 613 hair, it frizz up no matter what it is. Like I just took it out the thing and look how this looks. So this gotta be the beginning. So this is the same process, but I'm gonna speed it up for y'all. So this is why I had to add the hair, and like as y'all see, it's starting to scrunch up. So I feel like I'm gonna just take this down and pray for it, because my hair still was showing. So I had to add this hair. Like there was no way I could go around not adding this hair. But what I might have to do is like go up and start putting glue here and then re-wrapping, because my hair is gonna keep showing. I didn't want that to happen. I had to just find a stopping point here and wrap it up so I can, hopefully it won't look that bad compared like the one on the other side. So I'm gonna just cut it. There's no certain way I cut it, y'all, by the way. Just going back up and wrapping it. And I'm gonna kind of talk to y'all and not zoom it up because it's in the fact. It's gonna look out. Don't forget, y'all, this is blue. Like my fingers can still good stuff every time I do it. Hoping it. Okay, it don't look that bad. It's like I thought it was. But that's that. Hey, so this is the final look. I went ahead and clipped like some of the ends. I just made them all straight. Some of them didn't make it to the scissors, but the bohemian goddess look. This is the look. Like it's a look, sis. It's about to be in my hair for a minute. I only used 3 packs of the 1B hair, and I didn't use all of the 613 simply because I really don't like that blonde. Like it's cute on me, but using blonde is very hard, as you seen. Like I don't know why I just keep choosing to put this in my hair, because one is so cute. Like, so yeah, this is it. I'm gonna show you probably another like a week or so once it kind of loosens up. Different ways to style your goddess locks, faux locks, whatever you want to call it. Like they're super cute, super easy. Only hard part is probably your part, and that's what I got my little cousin for. And yeah, and it looks really cute. Like I didn't do a lot of the like the bohemian look between like the little pieces because I really didn't know how I was gonna like it. And the ends, like I said, they come to like my waist. You know, I'll sit here because that's where I cut them at. But some pieces, like I said, some pieces didn't make the scissors. But y'all, we did it. Yeah, if you guys have different ways, you know, that you want to see while I'm wearing this, because this will be in my hair. Probably like a good month and a half. Like I'm banking a month, but y'all know how I do. It might not make it that long, but we slayed for the guys. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys on the next video. Boo, boo, boo. And make sure that you watch my previous videos, my vlogs, rest of my hair tutorials. Just make sure y'all watch them all. Like they're gonna be linked below. Like just make sure y'all watch them all, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a great day, great morning whenever you're watching this. I'm just thankful that you guys are watching it. Bye-bye.